My 41 male wife, 39 female of 11 years, is heartbroken because she was unfaithful to me, and the man she was with has cut off contact. My wife and our 2 girls are the most wonderful people in the world to me, 4 and 2. We relocated to a new city for a variety of reasons, one of which was to start over. I was serving in the Navy at the time, and on my last deployment, my wife began a relationship with someone she met while at work. In the course of 2 business visits back to the original city, my wife has engaged in sexual relations with him at least twice. I found out about the first encounter approximately a year after it occurred, and I was under the impression that we were working through it together. Just a few weeks before Thanksgiving, my wife took another journey back to the place where it all began, business. I noted that her vacation had been extended by 1 day, and that her hotel was just a few streets away from the place where the other guy worked. Her response when I asked her about the synchronicity of her hotel choice prior to the trip, with a particular reference to him, was that he had had nothing to do with her vacation arrangements, and that everything had been done solely on the basis of the lowest airfare/lodging. The day before Thanksgiving, I came upon an online conversation between her and him, in which they were reminiscing about the wonderful day they had spent together and the activities they had done in the hotel. I was in a state of shock. I took a snapshot of the conversation and sent it to his wife. Yes, this guy is married too. I immediately addressed my wife and informed her that our marriage was finished and that I didn't see how our relationship could be salvaged at this point in time. Fast forward to Thanksgiving with her family, and she persuades me to leave the children with the grandparents and travel out of town for a few days to recharge my batteries. Not only did we have a nice time sexually, but we also had a good time socially. It was enjoyable, just as we used to have it, and it reminded me of why I loved her, and she expressed the same to me. I had a glimmer of optimism. Because I believe his wife did not see the letter I had given her until then, she receives a message from him on Monday, in which he is enraged. He is enraged because my wife did not forewarn him beforehand. He then declares that they will never speak to one another again. Although I believe this is a positive development, my wife is heartbroken. It was in my arms last night that she sobbed because she loves him and fears she may never talk to him again. She told me that I am fortunate in that I only have one person in my life. She also expresses her desire for this to succeed, stating that she only sees a life with me in it. However, after seeing her outrage at how fast he pulled her out of his life without truly talking to her, I've lost faith in that notion. I feel as if my life has come to an end, and that there is no hope for us anymore. I'm at a loss on what to do. I still have feelings for her. She is a kind and attentive mother. I can't picture my life without her, yet I'm in a state of shock. Story 2. Scared to ever love again, and I can't shake this sadness. My ex-girlfriend, 20F, cheated on me, 20M, with the individual with whom I had previously expressed discomfort with her conversing. This individual was someone who was brought into the buddy circle, and they became fast friends during the first few times we all got together to hang out together. They shot a lot of pictures of one another, but I wasn't worried since she assured me that she was faithful to me, and that she understands what it's like to be cheated on and would never do it to me in the future. I had bad sensations whenever they were together, and at one point the two of them would simply sit in her room and watch movies. It was the middle of the night when I walked over to her dorm because I was feeling so uncomfortable on a Thursday and Friday when they were hanging out and watching movies, and I confronted her, thoroughly communicated my discomfort, and told her she needed to create limits and stop. The next Saturday, she cheated on me again. When we returned the following Monday, she expressed a desire to discover who she was as a person rather than in a relationship. She said that since she was in a relationship almost continually, she had little opportunity to grow as a person. I consented to this since I had a genuine belief that she was truly interested in improving the relationship. Then they had sex again the following Monday, the same night we took a break from the group. I had no idea, and I was completely unaware of the situation until Tuesday, when I was informed of it. And my whole universe has just been wrecked. The fact that this was my first ever relationship made me want to give my all. I tried to watch YouTube videos on how to be a good boyfriend. I tried to learn from my mistakes, and I always put her and the relationship first because I truly believed she was the one with whom I wanted to spend the rest of my life. It hurt more than I could have imagined, and when I confronted her, she attempted to deceive me by lying and gaslighting me into thinking that I had not cheated on her with another man. If I hadn't known the reality, I would have taken her word for it. Although I opted to attempt to forgive her and move on at the time, my heart hurt every day, and we did our best to be good partners for one another throughout that time period. We made the decision to separate ways after school concluded in May, and I have been alone ever since. My heart continues to ache, and I'm frightened of falling in love and falling in love again. I can't put my confidence in others, I'm bitter, and I'm simply lonely and longing for happiness. I turn to the gym, where I work out every single day, and haven't taken a break in more than a month. I'm driven by my rage, and I'm pushing myself to lose weight and become someone I want to be because every time I look in the mirror, all I see is the fat loser who was cheated on, and I'm desperately trying to get away from my problems by any means necessary. It seems like I can't run fast enough, that my emotions collapse on me when I'm alone, and that all I want is to be happy. I've already lost 15 pounds since the beginning of the month, dropping from 230 to 215 pounds, and I want to continue to push myself until I get the Greek god figure that I've always sought, but have been unable to achieve due to being in a relationship. I want to go on and not be ruled by my sorrow, since life is weighing on my shoulders, and it's difficult not to crumble from time to time. I'm completely befuddled. My feelings for her are conflicted. I don't dislike her yet I despise her at the same time. In our conversations, I see her progressing in life, strengthening her relationships, and maintaining a social life, while I am merely surviving, with the gym serving as my only refuge, because if I didn't have this goal that possesses me, I have no idea where I would be in life, except that it would be terrible. What can I do to go on with my life without being dominated by my sadness? It means a lot to me that you've taken the time to listen to me. I'm truly suffering right now. Update. It's been a difficult few months since everything went down. Last night, I archived all of the images of me and her that I had on my phone, and I sobbed uncontrollably in the process. Seeing the feelings that used to be there was painful, and it continues to be painful, but day by day, no matter how painful it may be at times, I am making progress. I've continued to be physically active at the gym on a daily basis, and I'm now officially out of the 200-pound club. Starting at the beginning of June and continuing till now, the gym has really been a nice place for me to divert myself, and has also really helped me develop friendships, and seeing improvement that I can control feels good. No day has gone by that I haven't thought about it, but it's a normal occurrence that I must learn to accept in the future. While I will always remember that chapter in my life with her as one of my favorites, I can't keep rereading it in the hopes of a different conclusion. I'm having some better days than others, but I'm hoping to learn to move on and find happiness again one day. If anybody is interested, here is a timeline of my development from June to the present. No matter how slow time moves and how much agony we experience, we will eventually heal our wounds if we allow them to. Even though it seems that time is passing slowly, it is really moving faster than we think. I much appreciate the love and encouragement I received when I first joined this group. Thank you for your kindness and encouragement.